What's good, people? Welcome to the introductory and test episode of T1DiaBeater, the brand new podcast here to change the face of diabetes. Today's short episode will serve two purposes. The first is just to make sure that I have all of this set up, just to make sure it's working correctly and I can actually bring you guys a podcast. And the second is to tell you exactly what you can all expect to see from the shows in the future. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Reese. Most of you will know me as Reepsy, and I've been a type 1 diabetic for just over 11 years now. I'm by no means an expert when it comes to all of this, but I have come such a long way in regards to my general knowledge around diabetes, the control that I have over my diabetes, and also the confidence that I have when it comes to living my life with type 1 diabetes. I owe this not only to my family and my friends, but also the diabetic community that I've come to know over the past few years. I've come across some amazing people from different walks of life, from all over the globe, and they are all going through their own individual struggles, whether it's type 1, type 2, type 3, gestational, you name it, they have their own battles going on with the different types of diabetes that are out there. And that just showed me that there is such an amazing group of people around the globe who are going through something similar and that I'm not the only one. They've also shown me that life can be pretty dope when you just don't let those things get in the way. The T1DiaBeater podcast will be available on all major platforms, including Spotify and Apple Podcasts. So let's delve a little deeper into what you can expect from the T1DiaBeater podcast. You can look forward to hearing some of the latest developments when it comes to diabetes, from technology to research. I will try to keep up as much as possible. You know that this thing is changing constantly, so I'll do my very best to stay on top of things and bring that to everyone. However, if there is something that you feel that I've missed, then please just drop me a message. I'll bring you some of my personal highs and lows that I've experienced over the last 11 and a bit years when it comes to my type 1 diabetes. And I will also share some of the more recent and up-to-date struggles or successes that I'm going through. Hot topics. The next thing that I hope to bring to you guys is the hot topics that we all discuss on a day-to-day basis. Now, there are so many topics out there when it comes to diabetes health and diabetes management. And the conversations kind of happen in their little bubble. So I just really want to open up the dialogue and open up the conversations between people and bring it to the masses, bring it to you guys so you can also have a say as well. One of the biggest aspects of T1DiaBeater, the podcast, and I've kind of mentioned it already briefly, and it's something I'm really passionate about bringing through when it comes to the weekly podcast, and that is the diabetic community. Now, it wasn't until I started posting about my diabetes online that I actually found out that there was some kind of community out there. Of course, I knew that there were other diabetics in the world. However, what I didn't do is reach out and speak to those people. I just didn't know it existed. And we all know, as much as social media does have some downfalls, there are also some really positive things happening out there when it comes to social media. For instance, I and many others around the world have gained confidence, have sought advice and support with their diabetes. And that is something that I really want to continue and highlight. And the reason for that is when I found this online community, it kind of reaffirmed the fact that I wasn't the only one in the world dealing with this. Because for a long time, that is exactly how it felt. And in addition to this, there are people that are living behind their condition. There are real lives out there. Diabetes is just an aspect, one aspect of their life, and it makes them who they are. And this is something I really want to drill down on. I really want to focus on the lives that the people live and some of the amazing things that they are achieving alongside dealing with diabetes. Those people achieve some amazing things, and it is testament to the fact that you can still have diabetes and you can still live life to the fullest. So I reached out to some of the legends and I asked them for some help in making this podcast. A lot of them have come back to me and agreed to be interviewed for the podcast, which is just simply amazing. And it's something that I'm truly grateful for, because without them agreeing to do that and helping me out, we wouldn't be able to bring you guys this brand new show. So just as a tiny little taster, here are some of the names that you guys can look forward to hearing on the show in the future. And it's just a little taster, and hopefully that will whet your appetite. And when we throw out the first episode, you can tune in and enjoy. Brighty, a true baller. For those of you that are listening in America, I'm referring to football here. Soccer, you guys might be more familiar with the name soccer. But Brighty, yeah, is an amazing soccer player, football player, whichever you want to call it. And he is also the founder of TDFC, an amazing group of people who have come together, who have diabetes, and have formed the UK's very first national and international futsal team. Tiana Cooks, a literal queen who dedicates her time and her effort into supporting young people who are diagnosed with diabetes. Rob Howe, founder of Diabetic Doing Things, as well as many other things. As if you jump on his social media, you can see he's got his fingers in all the pies. He's doing some amazing things over there. And he's also my absolute bro from the US. Type 1 Dan, diabetes advocate, and such a humble and down-to-earth guy. He's also the host and founder of Talking Type 1, the award-winning podcast. We'll hopefully have Claire, the founder of Organising Chaos, an amazing online store for diabetic people to come to get really cute accessories to help them out in their everyday life when it comes to dealing with and treating diabetes. There is everything on there, from little stickers to bags to patches for CGMs, and they're not just the boring colours, they're really exciting. There's amazing stuff on there, so you guys check that out as well. Jade Byrne, creator of Pricks to Play, and also a JDRF ambassador, writer, actor, you name it, mama, she's got it. Now that's just a little idea of who's coming up on the show in the future. There are many more names there that I haven't thrown out to you guys because I want to leave it as a little bit of a surprise. But I'm sure that just from that kind of snippet, you guys can agree that there are some amazing people coming on the show to join me in the future. I'll also be reaching out to you guys, the wider community, to be a part of the show. So if you've got any stories that you want to send in for me to talk about or share with the world, then please do that. You're a massive part of this whole process, and I really want to make sure that there is a section in each episode to bring through those good news stories or successes or those kind of feel-good things that are happening around your world and diabetes in your world. So please share them with me, and hopefully I can get them on an episode for you. I am mad excited about bringing this podcast out to all of you. It's been such a long time coming, and I really hope it's something that would interest you, and it's something that you can really connect with. Thank you for checking out this test episode. Please let me know how this looks and how it sounds, because I just want to make sure that it is perfect for when it comes out. So your open and honest, brutal feedback is really welcomed. I just want to fine tune it and make sure that I'm good to go. You can find further details of the podcast on the following platforms: Instagram.com/Reepsy. I'll be putting some little snippets on there for you to see, dates of when future episodes are coming out so you can keep up. And also you'll be able to see just me living my everyday life as well. Twitter.com/T1DiaBeater. Again, it's just another platform for you guys to engage with the show, with myself, with some of the amazing guests that I have coming on as well in the future. And also, it's a place where you can send some of those real feel-good stories in, or any requests, whether it's for a discussion on a future show, or if it's a request for the next thing that I'm going to talk about, which is just a little bit of fun. It's a Spotify playlist. Hopefully, I might be able to make it available on Apple Music as well. Links to the podcast will be put up on all of those platforms. So if you follow me on there, then please Keep an eye out for any kind of alerts or posts relating to the very first episode. But for now, I just want to thank you for listening to this intro test episode, and I want you all to keep on diabeting. We will together change the face of diabetes. Thank you.